guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be doing another story time. I actually have done 2 other story times, and you'll be able to click on a playlist at the end of this video that has all 3 story times, this one and the 2 other ones. Like I said, today I'm going to be doing another story time. This is on a bad restaurant experience that I had in Washington, D.C. when I was on my 8th grade trip. This really was a bad restaurant experience, and I really wanted to talk to you about it and vent, because when I do story times on an event, it gets it out of my system, and if you know how that works. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this story time, and let me know how you like it in the comments. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so like I said, this event happened on day 2 of my 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip, and my group of friends that we were going to the Smithsonian with had actually gotten lost at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History around 20 minutes before this. So I was already kind of tested, because I had already gotten lost for 20 minutes, which was kind of, you don't want to get lost in Washington, D.C. It was scary, but this isn't about getting lost. It's about the story time. Okay, so anyway, we were told that we would have dinner at the Hard Rock Cafe at 5 p.m., but I got into the restaurant at 6 p.m. First of all, they should have told us the actual time we would be inside instead of having the entire 8th grade wait outside for an hour, because I get it, they had to serve so much people, but they could have told us the actual time we would get in instead of telling us an hour earlier, so that we wouldn't have had to wait outside for an hour. So first of all, they really didn't let us in on time, but I still wanted food, so I was like, hey, let's give this place a chance. But I was already not eating well that day, since the places the school had us go for food had either an apple as a free vegan option or a very overpriced salad most of the time. And like I said, most of the time. Some of the places did have good stuff, but most of the time it was just an apple and a really expensive salad that wasn't even free. Okay, but the free lunch that I had gotten at a cafe in the Smithsonian Museum earlier that day was a salad that was half spinach / purple leaves that I didn't even like, and then I bought a mini fruit cup with my money, since the free fruit was, not surprisingly, an apple, for $4.40. I got a fruit cup about this big for $4.40. It looked about maybe $2 or less. Okay, so that's a backstory on how I hadn't eaten that well that entire day. So that just made me more mad that this place was terrible. So when I finally got into the Hard Rock Cafe, they had a tiny slip of paper that had everything we could choose from for free. And get this, none of the free options were vegan. None of the entrees and none of the sides, and not even any of the entrees were vegetarian. And keep in mind that I was the one vegan on the trip, and then there were 2 other vegetarians. So, it makes sense that they would actually try and get options for everyone instead of letting some people on the trip starve, Yeah, that's common sense. If you're, planning a trip, you need to plan for everyone, not just the majority. Okay, so like I said, they should have options for everybody so that those people don't starve. Okay? I'm just saying, because like I said, I hadn't eaten all day, and I'm pretty sure for the vegetarians it wasn't that much better. So Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C., don't go there if you're vegan and vegetarian. Don't even go there if you want good service, because I'm going to tell you how bad they were. Okay, anyway. Luckily, I always looked up anywhere we were going to eat to see any vegan options that I could buy, since my mom had given me $60. So, before we went to any restaurant, I would look up if there were any vegan options that I could buy, because I'd rather spend the money than not eat. So, yeah, luckily I had looked up what to get at the Hard Rock Cafe that I could make vegan. And what that was it was the nachos without the cheese and without the sour cream, and then the fries. So I already had in my head that, I'll just get a menu and get that, since some of the stuff on the menu that is free was vegan. So, So yeah, I already know like exactly in my head what I would order on the real menu, but I was actually just surprised by how rude the restaurant was for having no free vegan options. For the boy began in 8th grade, but I still knew I'd buy food and that it would be okay. So like right now I was like, you're really rude, but okay, I'll just buy food. It'll be absolutely 100% fine. Okay, so one of my friends, who was one of the vegetarians on the trip, also wanted a menu to order from. So I was like, yay, I'm not the only one. And I really appreciate the fact that she was there, because I would have felt awkward like asking for a menu just by myself. And yeah, so they had the nerve to refuse to give her a menu so that she could have something to eat. This restaurant refused to give her a menu so that she could order what she wanted so that she could not starve. So she got really upset, which I understand. Our reactions to frustrating situations are different. I still understand why she got upset, because they were literally being so rude to her. But luckily, one of our teacher chaperones negotiated with the restaurant until they gave us both menus to order from. So yeah, yay, we have menus. That's awesome. Okay, but like I said, I already knew what I would order if I had to order it. And what I ordered was nachos without cheese and no sour cream, and seasoned fries, as well as lemonade. And I ordered this for around $17 without the tax and the tip. This is way overpriced in my opinion for the service that I got, but I'll get into that at a later time. It was like $12 for the nachos, and like the nachos were supposed to be like this is the plate. Nachos are supposed to be like really big, so I kind of get that, but I'll tell you why it was rip off later. And for the fries, $5, that isn't really that overpriced, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, so anyway, my friend, the vegetarian, actually ordered just plain tortilla chips, without any toppings, which I guess is fine. And I made sure to say no cheese. I made sure to say no cheese plus no sour cream. What felt like a million times. But I asked my friend later, after I had ordered it, my friend, not the vegetarian, just my friend that was sitting beside me, I asked her how many times I said no cheese, and she said a lot. So I said no cheese 10 times. I was like, okay, I like the nachos with no cheese. Yeah, no cheese. Yeah, none of the cheeses. Yeah, no cheese. So I said it a lot. It's not like I forgot to say it. And I even watched him write down, nachos, no cheese, no sour cream, on his little paper. So it's not like he didn't get what I said. He just chose not to listen or something. Okay, something like that. Okay, so anyway, all the tables around us got their food while my table did not, which was kind of frustrating because it was getting really late, closer to 7 o'clock, and none of the people at my table, which was 4 people, had eaten. So rude. Anyway, at around 6:30 p.m., it could have been later than this, I'm not really sure on the time, but I do know that it was a long time after we had actually ordered our food. So, around 6:30 p.m., we finally got, I finally got something, and my vegetarian friend had gotten nachos without cheese or sour cream that had the other toppings on them before I got anything, the toppings for the nachos without cheese were tomatoes, banana peppers, and a tri-bean mix. It wasn't what she'd ordered because she'd ordered plain chips, but she was happy with getting nachos even if it had the toppings, which she didn't order. So, I was glad for her that she got something that she liked. But do you know what I got? You know what they gave me 30 minutes after I ordered it? Do you even want to guess what they gave me? I got a plate of chips with cheese on them. I told the waiter that I told the waiter a million times that I wanted no cheese. What did they give me? They gave me a plate of nachos with cheese on them. They didn't even consider my order. That's bad restaurant etiquette 101. Listen to the person that you want money from. Okay, so I told them that I ordered it without cheese on it, and then they took it back to fix it. After I say no cheese 10 times, they gave me nachos with cheese. This is where I got mad. I was mad before because this was I don't remember what this was, but like I was yelling to my friend like they should have options for everyone. And then she looked at me strange because that was like the first time I had yelled like in her face. Because like I was really mad before this. This is when I got more mad when they gave me the wrong order after I ordered what I ordered a million times. So anyway, later the waiter came back with the chips without cheese. They didn't bother to remake my order. You know, so the plate that had cheese on it, it was like this big, okay? They just took the layer without all the cheese off, so now it was like this big. Okay, my vegetarian friend had gotten what I would have ordered, just a thing without the added cheese. So her plate was like this big, and mine was like this big because they just took off the cheese that it was their fault that they put on. Okay, this is where I got ripped off because I should have paid half as much because I got half as much of the chips that I ordered. That's just not. That's not how you treat customers. You give them the right order, and if you make a mistake, you remake that order so they get what they ordered. You know, and like it was obvious that they didn't care at all about my order. And like I said, instead of remaking it, they just took off the top half of the chips that had the cheese on it. And I was very insulted, but I was also just ready to eat. So the chips and the toppings were fine, although I would have preferred to not have a mainly salty dinner because, you know, the chips were the best option I had. I would have preferred to not have chips for dinner, but it was something. So I'm not complaining about how the food tasted. It tasted fine, okay? But anyway, then the waiter came back when I was almost done with the chips, and he asked like how everything was going and if I was done, and I politely pointed out that I had not gotten my fries yet. Cause, you know, still didn't get my fries when everybody at my table got exactly what they ordered at a decent time. Okay, so I eventually got my fries, finished, and paid $22 and got back to the hotel. The $22 is because the tax was a few dollars, and then for some reason, I thought I was going to give them a $3 tip. I don't know why. They deserve a $0 tip, in my opinion. But yeah. I'm just gonna repeat my reasons for why I am mad at this restaurant and at what I experienced. So, I'm mad about this experience because 1, it took way too long to be seated, plus to get the food I ordered. 2, I paid the same amount for half as much food as I should have gotten. And 3, the staff messed up my order after I clearly ordered no cheese, which resulted in me being ripped off. So that restaurant was a big waste of my money, like for the rest of the trip, because I could have used that for something, like the money that I spent there, $22, for something else. That was over a third of my money, okay? And it was only the second day, so that kind of cut into my budget. But, you know, luckily I had enough money for everything that I wanted / needed on the trip. You know, if I didn't, I would have been more mad, but, you know. This was my bad experience at Hard Rock Cafe in Washington, D.C. I really hated it there because I just had bad service and relatively didn't care what I wanted and didn't have options for everyone. Now, this isn't just to sum up like the entire Washington trip, D.C. trip experience. This was my bad experience at Hard Rock Cafe, but this was just one time. And actually on Wednesday through Friday, it was much better days for me since they took us to like a mall for food where I could get like Taco Bell and anything that I wanted from the good vegan options at the mall. And Thursday was actually my favorite day because I got quality vegan nachos and a raspberry banana smoothie for lunch and delicious rice plus veggies for dinner. So Tuesday was just a bad day for food, but you know, Wednesday through Friday were okay days. So yeah, so if I still had Yelp, I would probably give Hard Rock Cafe 2 stars, just because I don't, like I said, if you've listened to this, you know they had terrible service, so why would I give them any more than that? So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you found it entertaining. Let me know if you have gone to this place, or if you have just a relatively bad restaurant experience that you think you want to tell me in the comments. So, hope you guys, enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can do that by clicking my face, which is right over there. You can also watch my most recent video, which is over there. And remember to watch the playlist of story times, which is right over there. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.